And then Björn will present. Björn, the neonatologist and head of our NEDCAP Center, will present the first session of the program, which is in memory of T. Barry Brazelton. So instead of
Yes, it's very, very unfortunate that Professor Karin Stjernquist, Professor Emerita from Lund University, couldn't come. She actually fell ill with acute gastroenteritis yesterday, so she just had to cancel everything. But we had asked her, because she has been so much involved in the developmental care development in Sweden, Scandinavia and Europe. She actually started as a Brazelton trainer, and then she was contacted by Agneta Kleberg and me when we started the research here in the early 90s. And as she is a Brazelton trainer, I asked her to give a memoriam, because most of you have heard that unfortunately Barry Brazelton passed away just a couple of weeks ago. Barry Brazelton, I think most of you know, but I'd like to emphasize again that he's an extremely important person in regards to child development. And as you can see from the slide, he is was a clinical professor in pediatrics for many, many years in Boston. And he was almost 100 when he passed away. That's unfortunate. And he was a pediatrician, worked in Boston Children's Hospital for almost 50 years as a pediatrician. But also, more importantly, he was developing this child developmental center. And these slides are actually made by Karin Stjernquist, and she mailed them, so I just hardly have seen them actually. But he has been extremely important, not only in the United States, but all over the world. As you can see from this slide, he has published over 40 books and over more than 200 scientific papers. And as Karin pointed out, the last bullet point here, he also became extremely popular and well known in the US by having this TV show for so many years, and so he has made a tremendous influence. Also, scientifically, I think that the most important thing is the NBAS scale, and he arranged a very important research group at Harvard, and when he developed this scale, this was a new way of looking at an infant, and it's focusing on the habituation to stimuli, how the infants can handle that, and also how the infant, the newborn, is socially interactive. And this was very unknown when he started. People thought that newborns were just slate paper. They didn't know anything, couldn't do anything. So he was the pioneer in demonstrating that actually the newborn have competencies. Also, of course, we talk about the motor system, the state organization and regulation, and the autonomic system. And as a physician, he realized that all these things are tied together. And he founded the Brazelton Institute, or the Brazelton Touchpoint Centers, and now they have more than 17 centers around the world. And also, Karin asked me to mention that the theories of Barry Brazelton are, of course, the basis of developmental care and the work of Heidi Lisals. Heidi Lisals was a postgraduate student at his center, and she sort of focused more on the premature infants rather than on the term infants, which were the ones that Barry focused on immediately. And from his research group, we have enormous famous researchers like Editronic, Barry Lester, Zach Boukidis, that unfortunately passed away, has been here presenting, and Heidi Lisals and many others. And there are many programs, intervention programs, that actually stem from his work. So we are so grateful for this fantastic man, pioneer, and many people are missing him, and you can actually go into their website then later on, and you will see a video that all the trainers were preparing for his 100th anniversary, but now it's for his memorial, and that will be shown in the meeting they will have in the spring here. So we just wanted us to remember this important man and we're very grateful.